Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello and welcome back to Screen Hollywood, the channel that brings you the real stories from behind the silver screen. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to visit and bookmark our news publication at screenhollywood.com, where we release all entertainment updates first. Okay, get ready. The wait is over. The speculation can finally end. We have monumental, franchise-altering news that has sent a seismic shockwave through the entire industry. After months of rumor, whispers, and nail-biting anticipation, Amazon and Eon Productions have made their move. And it's not just a move, it's a masterstroke. As confirmed in our exclusive Screen Hollywood news article, which you can read at screenhollywood.com, the director chosen to helm the next chapter of the world's most iconic spy is none other than the master of modern cinema himself, Denis Villeneuve. Yes, you heard that right. The visionary director behind Dune, Blade Runner 2049, and Sicario is officially stepping into the world of James Bond to direct Bond 26. Now, let's be honest, ever since Amazon acquired MGM, a cloud of uncertainty, a genuine and understandable worry has been hanging over the Bond franchise. Fans, including us here at Screen Hollywood, have been holding their breath, dreading the potential horrors. Would Amazon treat Bond like just another piece of IP to be squeezed for content? Would they misunderstand the very essence of the character? We've all seen the nightmares play out in our heads, a watered-down, committee-driven Bond stripped of his edge, perhaps shoehorned into a shared universe, or even worse, a version of the character that panders and loses its soul. The fear was real, but today is a day for celebration. Today, Amazon has answered those fears, not with a press release full of empty promises, but with a single, decisive action. By hiring Denis Villeneuve, they have made the single greatest statement they possibly could. They are taking James Bond very, very seriously. This isn't just good news, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best possible news. Here at Screen Hollywood, we've breathed a collective sigh of relief because this appointment is a clear signal of intent. So, why is this such a game changer? It's because Denis Villeneuve is not just a director, he's a surgeon. He is a cinematic artist who operates with a level of precision, vision, and respect for storytelling that is almost unparalleled in Hollywood today. This isn't a director for hire who will just point and shoot. This is an auteur who builds worlds, crafts tension, and explores complex characters with breathtaking skill. Let's just look at the evidence. Look at Sicario. He created a world of grit, moral ambiguity, and unbearable tension that feels like a natural extension of the darker, more grounded world Daniel Craig's Bond inhabited. That film proves he can handle the gritty real-world espionage side of 007. Then you have Blade Runner 2049. He took on the impossible task of creating a sequel to a beloved, untouchable classic, and he knocked it out of the park. He demonstrated an incredible ability to respect the legacy of an IP while expanding its universe with his own stunning, visually poetic signature. He understands how to handle precious cargo. And of course, there's Dune. With Dune, Villeneuve proved he can manage epic-scale, monumental budgets and the crushing weight of fan expectation. He delivered a film that was both a colossal blockbuster and a work of art.
What this filmography tells us is that Villeneuve is the perfect director to carry the torch from the Daniel Craig era. We're not going to see a return to the camp, the cheese, or the silly eyebrow-raising one-liners of the Roger Moore or even some of the Pierce Brosnan films. As much as we love those films for what they were, the franchise has evolved. Villeneuve's style is serious, it's brooding, it's atmospheric. He finds the drama in the silence between words, in the cold expression on a character's face, in the vast, imposing architecture of a villain's lair. This is a director who will continue the gravitas and psychological depth that made Craig's tenure so successful. The tone is safe in his hands. In fact, it's likely to be elevated to a whole new level of cinematic art. Now, let's talk about the money. Because Amazon is putting its money where its mouth is.
Our sources confirm the budget for Bond 26 is projected to be a staggering $350 million. This is an astronomical figure, placing it among the most expensive films ever made. Couple that with hiring Villeneuve, who is now one of the most in-demand and therefore most expensive directors on the planet, and the message is crystal clear. Amazon is not cutting corners. They are not treating Bond as a mid-budget streaming experiment. They are gearing up for a global cinematic event of the highest possible caliber. They are arming their new director with a war chest to ensure he can fully realize his vision, whatever that may be. But, as we all know, it's not all about the money. A huge budget can't save a bad film. Cough. We've all seen expensive disasters. The two most important ingredients are still missing from this equation. A great story and, most importantly, the right Bond. On the story front, Villeneuve's involvement is another massive comfort. A director of his stature, with his pick of any project in Hollywood, is highly, highly unlikely to attach his name to a weak or compromised screenplay. He is known for being meticulous about the script. While this doesn't make the movie completely bulletproof from disaster, it's a damn good shield. It means the foundation of Bond 26 is likely being built on solid ground. And that brings us to the biggest question of all, the elephant in the room, the tuxedo-clad ghost at the feast. Who will be the next James Bond? Now, we need to address something important. In the wild west of the internet, fake news and baseless rumors have been flying around like wildfire. Specifically, you may have seen reports, some presented as fact, that the actor Aaron Pierre has been secretly cast as the next 007. Let us be absolutely unequivocal about this. We have had confirmation from our most trusted Hollywood sources, the same sources that clued us into the Villeneuve talks weeks ago, that this rumor is 100% trash. It is baseless. It is fake news. Aaron Pierre is a talented actor, but he is not the next James Bond. Not yet, anyway. The casting process is still very much ongoing, and it's being conducted with the utmost secrecy by Barbara Broccoli and the team at Eon. They, and now Denis Villeneuve, will make that choice. Rest assured, the Aaron Pierre story is simply not true. We will be doing a full, in-depth follow-up video very soon, breaking down the real frontrunners, the type of actor Villeneuve might gravitate towards, and what our sources are saying about the casting search. So make sure you're subscribed for that. So let's bring it all together. What does this mean for the future of James Bond? It means that for the first time in a long time, the future feels incredibly exciting. The appointment of Denis Villeneuve is a franchise-altering masterstroke by Amazon, a move that respects the past while rocketing the franchise into a new artistically ambitious future. It signals a continuation of the serious character-driven tone that redefined the character for the 21st century. It's backed by a budget that promises spectacle on a scale we've rarely seen before, and it puts one of the world's greatest living filmmakers at the helm of one of the world's greatest film franchises. No, it's not a guarantee of a perfect film, but it's the strongest possible step in the right direction. We can only celebrate as the good news comes in. For fans who are worried, it's time to breathe that sigh of relief. A surgeon is in the operating room. James Bond will return, and for the first time his future looks as thrilling as his past. What do you think of Denis Villeneuve directing the next Bond? Is he the perfect choice? And who do you think should be his 007? Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of all the breaking Bond news and get the real story from behind the scenes, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming deep dive into the hunt for the next James Bond. Thanks for watching.